So those of y'all that are watching closely might see that it's in my garage with the hood open, and that's because it's not running. After I got it home from Tavarish's, I pulled it off the trailer, backed it in here, and it hasn't moved since. I tried a couple days after to start it up, and it wouldn't start. I think it's a spark problem, but that's number one on my list, is just getting it running, because it was running when I bought it. I parked it, it's been a couple days, it hasn't ran since. But now I'm going to show y'all everything else that is wrong with it, to kind of give y'all an idea of what's in the future for me, what's in store for me, to get it to where I want to get it to. Because I have some really cool plans for this, and I'm going to make a video about that in the future, because it's going to be a really cool car, and I want to keep it in its graffiti bombed roots. So let's get started with the stuff that's actually wrong with it. So we're going to start out up under the hood, and I mean, let's start out with the hood actually, because it won't stay up. So I've got to replace those the little struts, I guess they are, and I've got to work on the spark problem. The air intake has duct tape on it for some reason, and Tavarish said something about there being a problem with the boost. So I've got to figure all that out before I can really even drive it, and this is just what I can see on the surface. So there's probably a bunch more wrong with it that I can't even see, but it's a project I'm willing to take on, so I guess that just means I'm stupid. So kind of moving on to the exterior, you can see that this paint, it's really on this side, is just completely cracked. And I really like the graffiti bombed look. I really want to keep this car down to its roots, the graffiti bombed roots, but I've got to do something about this. And I really would like to take it up to New Jersey, where the people that did this live, and have them redo it, but have them redo it right. I would get it primed first, I would get, I would sand it, I would get them to do this, and then I would get it clear coated. I would actually make it look good. But I've got to ask Tavarish if they even still do this. So the paint is one major thing, exterior wise, that's just, you can see it's just really bad. The trunk, it doesn't open from the outside. You have to pop the latch on the inside, which is a problem because the battery is located in the trunk, and if the battery's dead, you can't open the trunk. So that's one thing I've got to work on. I mean, it could probably be remedied by getting a new battery, but I don't know. I guess I'm cheap. The backup camera doesn't work. This wheel's missing its center cap. The bumper is falling off. And I guess it's not a problem, just more of an inconvenience for me, is this only opens if you press. It has a thing on the inside, which I know most cars have that, but mine don't, so I'm not used to it. So moving on to the interior, and even as you open the door, you realize there's a problem. Ready? That noise. As you can see, there's no interior door panels, which I know why people do this. They do it to save weight, but that's just a little convenience to me that makes it look 100 times better. So I'm looking for ones right now that kind of match the interior. So according to Tavarish, these work occasionally. This only works when you have it started up and you hit it. And then apparently this works. Heated seats, obviously, do not. The fuel pump, you can constantly hear. No passenger door panel, no rear seats. Interestingly enough, these buttons do work. They control the stereo. And also, probably need a new clutch. You can see there's a substantial amount of play in it. So interior-wise, it's actually not bad. The stuff that's in here is okay. Mostly it's missing stuff. It's missing the panels, it's missing just stuff that needs to make it work. So I'm gonna work on getting those, try to find some donor cars, because I like to do everything absurdly cheap. I guess it's just in my nature. But that's one thing that I'm gonna get started on. And overall, once I get the car started, there's not much I need to do to it. I just need to do tune-up and make sure it is in running, driving condition. I need to roll the fenders. There's just stuff I need to do to it, but I have some big plans for this. And if y'all like the video, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out and enables me to keep doing what I'm doing. And as always, thanks for watching.